I think I prefer the manual than electronic voting.
Everything for Nigeria and why you normally be machine come make and vote. Are they in support of that electronic voting?
Whether electronics or that one, at the end of the day, they will still do what they their mind.
Hello, Afarians. We don't enter the street again to touch light matters. We concern you, we concern me, we concern all of us for this country. But before then, you're welcome to another interesting episode of Street Talk on Atlantic TV. It's a girl, Miss Wumi, and we're currently live on the street of Warri. On today's episode, we'll be talking about Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2026. Let me brief you on changes on that bill, which was recently signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Electoral Act 2022 Repeal and Reenactment Amendment Bill 2026 introduces key changes to election timeline, technologies, and penalty while keeping some existing provisions intact. Some of these provisions include 1. Electronic transmission of results, clause 60, which should have mandatory electronic transmission, rejected, and INEC retaining flexibility. 2. Voters' identification and accreditation, clause 47. Smart card readers will be replaced by BVAS. PVC remains the only valid ID. 3. Election timeline, which states notice of election cut from 360 to 180 days. Candidate list adjusted from 180 to 90 days. 4. Penalty for PVC offences, clause 22. Jail term remained 2 years, but the fine was raised to 5 million naira. 5. Legal evidence and non-compliance, clause 142. Clause allowing proof with only original or certified document was struck out to avoid delay in court. Lastly, ballot paper inspection, clause 44. Current process retained. Parties must inspect samples 20 days before election. So the main question is, how do you think electronic voting can improve Nigerians' election process? Join me as we go into the street to get some opinions concerning Electoral Act Amendment Bill.
I'm in support of electronic voting. If our country want to grow, we need electronic voting.
Are they in support of that electronic voting? That one where they use face so.
I think I prefer the manual than electronic voting.
I prefer electronic voting.
I support this electronic voting.
Manual voting, I don't trust it. It's all those are fraud.
I'm not in support of anyone because for me, all of them are rubbish. They are just using it to deceive us in this country. Whether electronics or that one, at the end of the day, they will still do what they their mind.
The problem of this bill is that they should scrap that manual part of it. If there is no network or anything, they should shift the election that day.
In support of the electronic voting, manual voting is rubbish. So electronic voting is the best because as you are voting, they are transmitting it. Yeah, I prefer it. That would be very good if it is implemented.
Right now for Nigeria, that electronic voting normally if they capture you, it's something that if they capture you to show publicly. But that manual, if you thumbprint, somebody else can thumbprint with 5 fingers. It will be, you can just say it's 5 people, but automatically it's 1 person. So I prefer the electronics.
As you are voting immediately, they will transmit it. There's no way you can maneuver it or maybe you can rig because it will be transmitted not only you here, other states, other people will be seeing the result. So it will improve the voting system in Nigeria. It's the best.
Like the new electronic voting that was signed into law, the contention is on that is result, the time of announcing the results. If we do electronic voting, it will help to cut malpractice, especially those malpractice have been done in collation center, especially our from the unit to the ward collation center. That's where all this mago, the wayo, that's what they are done.
Electronic voting is better than finger voting because there'll be a lot of mistake when you're using your finger to vote. Some people will not meet the line, some people will be above the line, so the vote will be cancelled. But once it's electronic voting, they'll capture your face. They will know that you truly are there. You support so team or you support this one. So me, to my own opinion, to my own suggestion, capture electronic voting is better than finger voting.
Manual also, according to what I said before, 1 person fit thumbprint like 5 times. So automatically you go believe say na 5 people, but na 1 person. And those days, truly, they use that manual until they deceive us. Because 1 person now go thumbprint this one. At the end of the day, now one person do all this, now they count as 5 people. But modern like digital now don let us know say as they capture you, they snap you. It's only one face, you don't have two faces. So you cannot go and use another person's face to add to your own faces. So automatically I prefer the digital.
Because there is some area in Delta State or in across Nigeria that we have network failure. So I prefer as you are going, you thumbprint, we put it in counting than the electronic means, because network, we always have network problem in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria. Network, we don't always have network. So I prefer the manual. You go there, you wait. So there's some old men and old women across some villages which cannot be able to go through the electronic means. At least they prefer the manual to go there and thumbprint. See, this is APC, this is PDP, this is umbrella, this is all those things. So she will go there and thumbprint, but you count the vote and you cast the vote than to go for electronic means.
For me, it will improve her in many ways, because that paper also, the wire for inside so much, and you see machine of a thing make life easy. The paper fit mistakenly fall, or once if you go apple shoe go bend, the mama go fly, they not go see that one again. But that face, as e don enter computer, e don enter, that one go hard to do mago inside. Even they say mago go there, e no go be like the paper, or e no go be like that paper. So machine make life easy. I prefer the machine.
Yeah, after all, we always been doing manual before, so manual is our lineage. So I like manual. A person like me, I prefer manual than electronic, because manual, this is not the first time we use manual. We always work for us.
Somehow we trust it, because it has been with us for a long time. We know that one more than the way we know the digital type.
Actually, in this our country, we don't trust any human being, but people that are doing it do their best. So the only thing, do the best. The little you can do, leave the rest to God. That is it.
Normally, in a normal note, they already know who to put there, and they already put the person for there. Honestly, they use it to deceive the youth of this country. The best way, let the old ones to leave this. There is anything that government alone. Let the old ones come up for that seat. How can a man of 80 years, a man of 70 years, rule a boy of 40 years where? Or a boy of 35 years in this new modern life? Where that kind of thing exists? May they stop it. The best one are to kill all of them. To wipe all of them for that is Abuja, what they say they did. To wipe all these old people. To wipe all of them out of this country. Let the youth take their rightful belonging for their own hand.
That paper ballot said you wayo too much. I not trust them. Everything for Nigeria and wayo normally, but machine come make and go. That paper on a no go area. Because INEC get the way they take it. They are wayo too much. They do things when not correct. If they don't take money, they forget. They forget the written. For me, I don't even like. No, they just want everybody they see and say na so it be, na so it be.
Who own the INEC is the president himself. In the next year, that is 2027, Tinubu will still be the president of this country. Whether you like it or not, if you like change the INEC or not change the INEC, Tinubu is the president, period. So you will be the youth of this country. Make we wise, we not wise. Now would they deceive ourselves?
Yeah, INEC is the one that handle the election matter, so automatically they can decide. But I prefer manual than electronic.
More power should be given to the INEC. Not more money, more power.
It's a wrap, guys. We've come to the end of today's episode on Street Talk. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Do well to drop your opinions, your comments on this issue. Watch out for our next episode.